What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the video. We got a great day of training planned. Probably the most fun training day of the week. Scratch that. Every day of training is fun. Every day of training is fun. They all have unique differences, but Saturdays are fun because I'll lift, I'll go obliterate my back. I'll do a pull day today. I'm a deadlift, hit my back, rear delts, biceps, and then hill sprints. I run hill sprints every Saturday. Probably started doing them like, how long have I been doing? Like 10 weeks ago. Every Saturday, usually me and my buddies, they're out of town this week, so it'll just be me today, but great day of training. Super fun, want to bring you along for it. Show you the pull day, because that's a new thing I'm doing, and I'll explain it more as I'm at the gym, but change my structure a little bit. I've been doing that Arnold splits, so legs, chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, chest, back, shoulders, arms. Usually it stays a shoulders and arms day, but I'm changing the back half of this week, so I do legs, chest, back, shoulders, arms, and now legs, push, pull. So I did a push day yesterday, pull day today, because I wanted to take my deadlifts and be able to put them on a separate day, because I've been doing them on my leg days, but my leg days are so freaking dense because there's so much stuff. I love legs. There's so much stuff I want to put on those days, so I figured, okay, let's throw these deadlifts on these on this pull day and then hit back and smash that. But anyways, real quick, got the pre-workout stack right here. I'm gonna go a scoop of the watermelon grape essential, and then I'm also gonna go a scoop of the pump. So the pump's non-stim, stim, this is caffeine, 200 milligrams caffeine. This is just the good pump stuff, L-citrulline, beta-alanine. Mix those together, and then also I wanna show real quick, because this video will be live Monday, it'll be June 30th when you're watching this, couple new products they got. So these two, what I'm showing are new. The watermelon grape's a new flavor. They got the pump, they got the essential pre, and then they also got, that's the wrong flavor. They also got the Super Savage, which Super Savage is the highest stim, is 400 milligrams caffeine. So watermelon grape's new flavor, they got those three. Two other products they have Super Savage Rainbow Sherbet, which is really good. And they also have a Pina Colada Isolate Protein. I don't have on me right now, but those are 5 of the new products coming. They also have this sick merch. So I'm wearing the tank right now. You'll see throughout the video, freaking sweet, but a couple other things. They got 2 hats. So I've been rocking this black hat a lot, love it. For the love of training on the side, it's a snapback. Toss that sucker on, look freaking sweet. They got a black and gray one. They got this tank top, and then they got 2 shirts. So here's the tank again. Got another one. Super cool, just the Raw logo on the back. And then you got these 2 shirts, which I really like. For reference, I'm a large and everything. That's what I wear. These are the oversized fit. Get the big Raw logo on the back. So oversized fit, I still wear large. And then this one's probably my favorite. I love just a classic Raw, but I just love For the Love of Training. I love that motto. So that's in the back. And then last thing, they also have a sweatshirt, which it's summertime, but I'm stoked once it gets cold out to wear this. Raw on the front, and then For the Love of Training on the back. So you got all that merch. You got those 5 new flavors, and then one new thing is they got Bum Energies. They're bringing to the Raw website, which would be sweet. I actually just ran out. Crushed this 12-pack in, I don't want to say how short of a duration I did, because they're delicious. But anyways, get this pre-workout, get to the gym, hit this pull day, rip some sprints. Hopefully be an insightful pull day, try to try out new movements, explain some stuff, but let's get going. All right. So warmed up for deadlifts. I am gonna, as far as working sets today, I'm gonna do 4 sets. Goal is 3 sets of 5 at this weight, which is 462 pounds, 210 kilos. If I'm doing my math correctly, which I believe I am. Yeah, 462, I think so. All right, we'll go 3 sets of 5 here. And then 4th set, we're gonna drop it probably down to like 200 kilos or 440 and just do an AMRAP set. So my goal here, and what I've been doing kind of my main compounds, my squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, also doing it for my dips. Essentially my first movement of each session I've been doing for this week, and probably for the next 3 weeks, is a heavy 3x5, and I'm using between like 82-ish%, and each week I'm just gonna try to add 5 to 10 pounds, and then I drop it like to like 78% is what I happen to do, and I just do an AMRAP set, probably in like, it ends up being like 5 to 8 reps, so in there, at a little lighter weight. So I kind of like it 3 heavy sets. Essentially, they're all tough sets, like hard sets. As far as like RP, I've tried to use RPE a little more. They're probably still like RPE like 9 plus. I'm bad at gauging it, but if I get the reps, I'm happy with it. So this is like, actually I don't even know my 1 rep max
deadlift, I'm guesstimating that we'll say it's 565. But that's just based off like kind of what I've done for a couple sets. So I'm using that as a gauge. So it should be like 82%. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't feel as heavy. Deadlift felt, I didn't get deadlift last week, but 2 weeks ago they felt really good. So we'll see. Let's rip. We'll go again 3x5 here and the AMRAP set. Hopefully get feeling good. Let's go. Yeah, it was fucking heavy, but set one done. All right, just finished the 3x5 there. Now I got 200 kilos, 440, and I'm gonna try to AMRAP it. Those are naughty 3x5 there. It's good. It's hard work, baby. It's hard work. Also, deadlifts are a great back exercise, man. I always forget how much it works your back. Yeah, I definitely like doing it on a pull day. I was doing it on a leg day, which I like too. I mean, either or works, but I think with this way, I can really focus on my squats on those days, and I don't have to worry about squatting and deadlifting, and I can also clean as well and do my single leg work, and then I can throw these on this day and then get all my back work after it, because I'm a compound guy. I always like having a heavy compound to start. Just feeds the ego. Just feeds the freaking ego. So, man, these are mentally... I don't know. I want to know in the comments, what psychs you up more, heavy squats or heavy deadlifts? For me, it's always gonna be heavy squats. Heavy squats, just I literally have to sit there and just stare at the ground because I get so psyched out. Deads, they psych me out, but it's like with a deadlift, it's like you don't have the weight on your back, so there's that fear of getting crushed is a little less. But man, the initial pull on a deadlift it hurts. It hurts, but you gotta do hard stuff. You gotta do hard stuff. Can't be soft in the gym. Lift heavy weights. You want to get stronger. Never gets easier. Just gets a little heavier, baby. See, so yeah, let's go set 4. Let's go set 4. Sorry, all the blood is not in my head right now. It is elsewhere. And not that elsewhere. I mean, like my back and my glutes and hamstrings. All right, we'll go set 4 here. I'm gonna go from a back view because I just did a back view for my. I did a vertical for Instagram, and it looks sweet. But also to show you how much your back's obviously been worked with deadlifts. So, yeah, AMRAP set here. Goal is there is no goal. It's just grip it and rip it until I can't. So, let's go. Let's rip. Get some chalk on. Get the belt strapped up. I'm facing this way. I'm not facing the camera. I'm locked in. Let's go. All right, 7-all was. My hamstrings and glutes were fired up. Oh man, God, I get killed by volume on these. I will say, squat, I'm very good with volume. Deadlifts and bench, I suck with high reps. I get so pumped up so easily. But for some reason, my quads, they can push through. But anyways, 4 sets down. Let's go. Now it's on to the lat work. So let's get into pull-ups. All right, we'll get into pull-ups next. So I'm gonna go 4 sets here, like 6 to 8 range. And yeah, I'm gonna go overhand grip. So ideally, my favorite chin-up grip or pull-up grip ever is a semi-supinated chin-up. So not fully like that, but they have some bars have it where it's like almost like it's halfway in between like a neutral and a chin-up. Oh man, that's the best one. But obviously just a straight bar. I switch around. I was doing chin-ups the last couple weeks, and chin-ups, I like, but it was getting to the point where I was feeling all my forearms. And I get that's part of the chin up. You're going to get more bicep. So I'm going to go overhand grip today. It's a little slightly wider than shoulder width. Shoulder width to a little slightly wider, not super wide, but like around shoulder width. I'm going to go 4 sets, 6 to 8. So I got 65. I want to try to get good reps. So essentially, I'm just going to go until like the last rep I kip. So on pull-ups, it's easy to just go to technical failure. Technical failure on a pull-up for me is just when I kip. So when you're like there and you're about to get your chin, you go like that. That's when it's like, okay, that's the last rep. So yeah, we'll go 4 sets here and get some good volume in. Also, if it sounds like muffled when I'm lifting, it's because the music's pretty loud in here, and so I don't get copyrighted. I have to like take it out, but we'll see post editing. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad, but that's why I have the mic, because usually it just goes to the mic. So we'll see. 4 sets. All right, so like a tiny kip on the last one, so 7 good reps. I'm happy with that. So I'm trying to be a little more controlled with pull-ups, really focusing on get as big of a stretch as you can at the bottom. So that's gonna be the hardest part, obviously, that bottom part. And then I just try to get my chin to the bar or above the bar like that. But it's more that stretch. Get a super good stretch there. So go 4 sets. All right, next up we're gonna go a chest supported row here. So I don't know why I'm filming from behind, but I guess the next clip I'll show from the front. But it's the Atlantis one where there's single arm, you go one at a time. So I think I'm gonna do one at a time. I've been going 2 at a time recently, but I'll go single, so I'll grab on one side, really squeeze. So here, I'm gonna do like a neutral grip, or I'm gonna start with an overhand and kind of pronate, because it has those pronated grips, and really focus on squeezing at the bottom. I think especially with like my back, like with those pull-ups, what I ended up doing the last 2 sets, I kind of went down in weight. I went down to 55 and I ended up getting 8 and 7. I'm trying to be a little more strict, because a lot of times with like back exercises, rows and pull-ups, I just like bro it up. So especially on the accessories, try to be a little more strict, and obviously machine's a great way to be super strict. So chest supported row variation, like these a lot, and then that neutral grip, really good, kind of driving that elbow through, squeezing that lat. But we'll go 4 sets, 6 to 10 each time. Rip it. Go a little front view action here, so really focus on, I'm going from that overhand into a neutral grip, really squeeze it at the bottom. So huge stretch over the pad, and let's squeeze. So go like, I'm getting like 8 each side, so let's go try to get 8 again. Finish those rows. We'll go next. I'm gonna go a straight arm pull down, so like with a cable. So can hit more lats. Really try to focus on squeezing this awesome one. I've been loving these. I used to never do these. I started doing these a couple months ago. Freaking feel like money in my lats. So we'll go last one, 3 sets, like 8 to 12 range. Mirror. So I love doing the mirror view. But anyways, we'll go rear delt flies, rear delt machines. Awesome. Freaking love it. We'll go 3 sets, like 10 to 15 range. Really focusing on squeezing and controlled on the way back. All right, just finished all the back training and the rear delts. Did 3 sets there. Now I'm gonna move on to the biceps. Do 2 bicep movements. I'm gonna go easy bar curl, 3 sets, like 8 to 10 range. And then probably a rope hammer curl, 3 sets there as well, like 8 to 12 range. So just finished with a little bi. Pump the arms up, baby. All right, last exercise of the day. I'm gonna end up doing these. My friend that just showed me these yesterday, and he loved them, but they're a spider hammer curl. So I want to do some sort of hammer curl variation, but the spider curl very nice and stretch. So I'll go 3 sets, like 10 to 12. You're gonna squeeze at the top. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. Ooh. All right, boys, just finished that lift. Quality session, man. Deadlifts to start, some pull-ups, some rows, some more lats, some rear delts, some biceps. So, you know, good amount of volume. If you're copying this workout, maybe reduce the volume. As you know, I love doing a lot of volume, and it just works for me. But deadlifts, definitely, I like it. I was doing it on a pull day, and then I put on my leg days, but I definitely like it on the pull day. Obviously, like, it destroys my glutes and hamstrings, but I do so much sprinting, jumping, cleaning, squatting, hack squatting, pendulum squat, leg press, heavy single leg, that RDLs, that's so hard to fit deadlifts as well. So I think this way I can get my heavy squats Monday, my Thursday leg day I can focus on squatting again, probably my front squats, and then this one I get my deadlifts in. So good structure there. And then as far as the back training, a vertical pull, a horizontal pull, hit the lats, and then like a kind of a straight arm pull down to kind of like really target the lats, and then rear delt isolation, and then 2 bicep movements. So pretty simple, just train hard. That's all that matters. But anyways, it is 12:21. I am gonna go home, eat, make these little salmon tacos I've been having. They're freaking money. And then probably in like 2 to 3 hours, I'm gonna go rip some hills. It's nice and hot out, so it'll be a good one. Rip some hills. I'll bring you along for that because it's a fun session that you can definitely take. Hills are such a great tool to use, so I'm stoked for that. So I'll see you then. All right, boys. So a couple hours pass. It is now 2:39. So about 2.5 hours. I am now here at the hill, and I'm about to rip some sprints. So crew's not with me today. Usually my boys Lamine and Ian are here, but they're out of town and doing some other stuff. So I'm gonna rip these hills. I found the greatest hill ever created. It's like the perfect incline. It's like 7 to 10 degrees. 2, it's in a sick location. So here, I live in Richmond, Virginia, but you got the hill there. You can see like the downtown area over there, kind of the buildings. There's actually an amphitheater they just built like right there. And then I'm doing a horrible job showing it, but there's a river right in front of me. It's pretty sick. But essentially for the workouts, find a hill. If you can find a good hill, hills are great for speed work, great for conditioning. What I kind of use it for on this day, since I already did 2 sprint sessions earlier this week that are more focused on speed, this one I kind of go more of a conditioning or a repeat sprint. So what I'm gonna do, I got 35 yards marked out today, and I'm gonna sprint up it, walk down, start 1 rep every minute, do 7 reps. After the 7th rep, rest about 2.5 minutes, do another set of 7, 2.5 minutes, another set of 7. 21 total reps. Reason I have 35 yards, I'm actually going more for time as opposed to distance. So I want a sprint that's between 5 to 10 seconds. So last week I did 30 yards. That probably took about 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. So I want something that's around like 7. And I think I'm gonna progress it up by maybe increasing the distance. So you can do it a million ways. You can increase the work duration. Ideally, kind of keeping that 5 to 10 second range, and then keep the rest around like 50 to 70 seconds. So if you do every minute on the minute, this will take 7 seconds, you have 53 seconds to rest. So that's a good way to do it. But the goal kind of with them is repeat sprints. You kind of want it where it's enough rest where you can kind of maintain it. So like your first rep, your 7th rep, your 10th rep, your 15th rep, all are kind of the same speed where you're not like your legs aren't just like dead and you're barely like sprinting at that point. So enough rest you can maintain it, but also not too much where it's, this isn't a speed stimulus, it's more of a conditioning stimulus. So that's what keeps it fun too. I love doing this type of work. This is like, I don't know, this is just what I love. I love hard conditioning. I think just through playing rugby, it's just rewarding. You do something like this, it's 91 out, it feels like 96, sun's beating down. It's gonna take 30 minutes, that's it. But it's fun. You finish it and sit down here. Usually when we finish, we all just kind of sit here for a little bit, talk, and it's awesome, but it's just me today. But it's a great feeling when you finish, pop the cleats off. I'll probably walk around the river after too, but I'm already speaking about being done. I haven't even started yet. Come on. Putting the cart before the horse. But yeah, we'll get ripping. I'll try to get some angles. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat, but the hill here is pretty damn good. So let's rip these hill sprints. Let's get rolling, boys. All right, boys, just finished, and that's it for today. Those were a little rough today, but we got through them. I fucking love this stuff, man. I just love training. There's nothing better than finishing a hard session. It's hot as hell out. You're sweating. just that reward. That's what you're rewarded with. That feeling like you can do anything. So maybe that's cheesy, but that's how I always feel when I finish a workout. I just feel unstoppable. So um, good day of training. Definitely implement hills if you can find a good hill. It can be great if you're newer to sprinting. Maybe you don't do that as much volume as that. That could be a good conditioning tool. Good if you're a rugby player. Great if you're a rugby player. But I don't know. I get reminiscent. I don't know if I use that correctly, but I reflect a lot when I do like conditioning and stuff because I don't like listening to music whenever I do conditioning. I don't know why. I just feel like I feel congested when I have music on. Like I can't like breathe. So I don't know. I get in my thoughts and I get deep. And I don't know. I was just like thinking like there's really nothing special about this. Like it's just consistency. I know that's like the cliche term to use, but all it is that if you stick to something for long enough and you're obsessive enough and you do it on days you don't want to, you do it on days you want, I promise you make progress. Like, I mean, this has been me since I was 13. Like, I've been as obsessed with working out at 13 than I am at 26. Like, I've just always been this way. And it's just like, it fires me up to go rip some hill sprints, or it fires me up to go do a back day, or to bench, or to squat. And of course, there's a lot of days I don't want to do it, but I end up doing it. And I'm not trying to say that to sound special or I'm like this super tough guy, but like that's all it comes down to. Like it really is just sheer consistency. Like, are you gonna be perfect? Of course not. You're gonna mess up, of course. But it's just sticking to it. And I'm a big believer in the small things. And I truly think like I'm here because when I was 14 years old, I biked to the gym and I did that workout when I didn't want to. Or when I was 20, I shoveled out the field for 2 hours and I ran those sprints when I want to. I think all those little workouts add up and lead to something. I think that's how you have to approach it too. Like this workout I did now, yeah, I could have easily skipped it, but I think in 5 years, in 7 years, whenever it is, it's going to come back and reward me. And I think you have to have that mindset where it's these little things are eventually going to add up and lead to something. Like might not be tomorrow, might not be in a week, might not be in a year, might not even be in a decade, but eventually it can lead to something. And I think if you have that approach, just being in love with the small things and just stacking those. That's why I say stack the days, just doing the small stuff. You'll win. You'll win at some point. And then another thing I was thinking of kind of on that is like, kind of change your mindset. Like I used to be so pessimistic. Like everything was like worst case scenario. What if it all goes wrong? What if it doesn't work out? And I think the biggest thing I've just changed in the last year is like, I try to be way more optimistic. So a lot more positive self-talk. Like now I'm still a guy when I'm in the middle of squats and I want to get 8 reps and I'm on rep 6. I'm like, don't be a little bitch. That's important still to do. You know, you can't be too soft on yourself. But I'm saying in like the big things where it's like, when you want to do something, not like downplaying yourself and being like, oh, I can't do that. Why? Why not? And I think that's literally all I've changed in my life. It was just believing in myself and believing I have something to offer. And man, 15 months have flown by and I've never expected I'm doing what I'm doing. I could never imagine it. And the cool thing is, it's just the start too. Like momentum's so real and it adds up, it builds up, and you just got to act on it. And I don't know, I know I harp on this a lot, like self-confidence and self-esteem, but I like talking about it because it's something I'm currently living in, something like that plagued me for so fucking long. So long I was in my head and I just second-guessed everything and just never believed I could really amount to something. And then, I don't know, it didn't happen overnight. It's not like overnight I was like, oh, I'm this super optimistic, confident person. No, it took time, but it all adds up, and I'm here because of that. And I don't know, I like talking about it because I also know you guys comment, you guys leave awesome comments, and I know some people can relate to that because I know a lot of people are like that. Like, you second guess stuff, you don't believe in yourself, and it's so frustrating. It's so fucking frustrating living in your head. So I feel where you're at, and this was crazy too. I did a Q&A on my Instagram, and someone like asked me, it's like, have you always been this confident, driven person? And like, that honestly was like cool to see because I was like, man, people perceive me as this confident person because I was not that at all for so freaking long. Like, it's still new to me. So it's still new to me, but it's, you know, I've noticed like by being more confident, like when you're more confident, you're less in your own head. So you think about yourself less and you can use that energy to think about others. And I've been so fortunate to, you know, the times I've traveled to meet so many cool people, or online get to connect with so many people, or even in Richmond where I love to connect with so many people because I'm more open. I want to talk to people and I want to be around people and feed off that energy because I know I have something to offer. So I don't know, hills get me reflective, man. And I'm just fortunate to be healthy and to train and to do all this because it truly is I'm just like, there's almost times I feel guilty I get to live this life. Like, I'm so freaking fortunate to do what I do. I wake up and I essentially work out for a living. I get to make videos like this, and people reach out to me on a daily basis and leave the kindest stuff, and it's just surreal, and I'm just so freaking fortunate for it. So yeah, I appreciate everyone watches, as always. You guys, I know you support me, and like I wouldn't be here without you. So you guys are goated. Keep it up. You know, if you're in your own head, keep getting after it. You got it. Everyone's special. Everyone's got something to offer. Just start believing in yourself. So hopefully it's a good motivational rant. But I appreciate you guys. Stack the damn days. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.